The soaring cost of food, gas, and housing is hitting families hard. And with the start of school just around the corner, buying supplies is another financial burden for many parents. Tonight, we have tips on how to save, as some charities say they're seeing demand like never before.
You know, things hit the fan, and it's alarming.
The Compass Outreach Center here in Mississauga is collecting the essentials to make sure students have what they need to head back to class.
When COVID started, we were expecting the sky to fall, and it didn't, and things kind of, we went along. And now we're seeing, okay, this is how this is shaking out in the economy.
I'm being told a significant portion of people who use this food bank have children, and board chair Mike Giguere says 3 years ago, about 150 families registered for back-to-school supplies. This year, that number has nearly doubled.
We had, the last I checked, I think it was 2 days ago, we had actually 275 families registered for this event, and it was still going on. So we're guesstimating we may wind up at about 300 families this year.
CityNews looked at 3 major retailers to see what a short list of school supplies would cost. Prices for the same item sometimes varied widely across stores. And just because a shop had a bargain on one item doesn't mean that other items were priced at an equal deal. Some basic supplies include a backpack, binder, pens, pencils, and a graphing calculator. We found that per student, that cost would be anywhere between $200 to $300.
It may just be a little bit of a lean year, and that's okay.
Jessica Morehouse is a financial counselor and says there are ways to scale back and find those deals.
When you have that big list, it's easier to kind of cross the things off that you're like, you actually don't need this. Or if you do, let's revisit it in a couple months when that might come up. One thing to look at as well is, do you need every single thing new? There's lots of people that, finished, high school, don't need their calculator anymore. Maybe you can find it online for, cheap on one of those kind of secondary market websites. So it is about taking that time to do your research, looking at those retailers' websites, seeing where the deals are.
Toronto District School Board is holding its own back-to-school drive, saying every 1 in 3 children in the city live in poverty. And in just over a week from now, they will be welcoming back nearly 250,000 students.
So got some good white kidney beans and...
Here at the Compass, Mike says the number of people using the food bank is now up about 40% year over year, and he believes until we get the affordable housing crisis under control, the already unprecedented demand will continue to grow.
We have to be armed for it. We have to keep our fundraising activities ahead of the curve to support demand that we have to look after the families in our community.
Shauna Hunt, City News.